Hello and welcome to Story Time with Mr. Hallum. This is a chance for us to gather together and share a story. I love stories. Today, we're going to do nonfiction. What's that, you say? Well, I'm glad you asked. That's a good question. There are two types of books. There are fiction books and there's nonfiction. Fiction means fake or false, which means the book that you're reading is made up. It's a story somebody created. Nonfiction means not fake or not false, and it's something true, full of facts. You can check it, just like this story. How do you know it's fall? Look, they're playing in the leaves. They're having a good time. Look at the tininess of this book. It's smaller than my face. So this is a nonfiction book. Okay, how do you know it's fall? So let's read. And it's by Lisa M. Harrington. And it's a rookie read about science book. Now, one of the first things you'll notice when you open one of these books is a table of contents. Okay, now a table of contents lets you know where, if you were looking in here and you wanted to find something, but you didn't want to go page by page. You could look in here and see that you could learn about plants and animals in fall. It starts on page 13. And so if I turn to page 13, there's a plants and animals in fall. Okay, so one of the first things you'll notice when you find a nonfiction book is it'll have a table of contents. All right, let's go. Welcome fall. Leaves change color. Birds fly south. Pumpkins are ready to be picked. That is how we know it is fall. Children like to run through fallen leaves. Another thing about nonfiction is when there's a picture, there's usually a caption about it. It'll talk about it because the picture is adding to the writing. So there'll be a caption here, something to tell you. But this one said, children like to run through leaves. It looks like they're having fun. There are 4 seasons. Excuse me. There are 4 seasons in each year. Each season lasts about 3 months. Fall is the season that comes after summer. Another name for fall is autumn. These photos show a tree in all 4 seasons. Fun fact, the first day of fall is September 22nd or 23rd. So here's our pictures. Winter, spring, summer, fall. There's your note about that talks about the pictures. And then look, a fun fact. Fun. What's the weather? In some areas, the air gets cooler in fall. There is less sunlight at this time of year. The days become shorter as the sun goes down earlier each night. Fun fact, on the first day of fall, day and night are each about 12 hours long. That's a really pretty picture. Fall can be windy and chilly. We wear pants, sweaters, and coats to stay warm. The boy and his father are dressed for a fall walk. Plants and animals in fall. We've already talked about that. Do you remember what page that was? You're right, page 13. Fall bursts with color. Some leaves turn red, orange, yellow, and brown. Then they drop off the trees. Fun fact, Leaves change colors because there's less sunlight in fall. And now I'll give you a fun fact. The color of the leaves is the actual color of the leaf. The green that you see is because the leaves are taken in sunlight and they mix with something called chlorophyll, and that produces food and it turns them green. And when they stop producing food, they actually they'll stop being green and they'll turn the color they actually are. So while it looks like they're changing from green to this color, it's actually backwards. They're already that color and they become green. See? A fun fact. So much to know. Animals use this time to get ready for winter. Many store food for the cold weather ahead. Squirrels hide nuts and acorns. This squirrel has gathered nuts for winter. Some birds migrate. They leave for warmer winter homes. You might hear a flock of geese honking in the sky. A flock of geese flies in the shape of the letter V. Fun fact, the reason they fly in the shape of a V is it's easier for all of the birds. The way the wind comes around the wings, it helps keep them lifted and it makes it easier to fly. The lead one's kind of doing most of the lifting and the others are kind of being pulled along with him. And then if he gets tired, he'll drop back and somebody else will move into front and they'll keep flying. Look at the stuff you learned today. Monarch butterflies also migrate. They journey to warmer places during the cold winter months. Fun fact, monarchs fly to California and Mexico for the winter. Wouldn't it be fun to be somewhere and all the butterflies come flying by? It'd be like, butterflies. It'd be great. Kids in the fall. Many crops are ready to be eaten in fall. We can pick ripe apples from trees. Yum! Apples are crunchy and sweet. In this book, it says to find out if apples sink or float, try the experiment on page 30. You can try this experiment too. This is an experiment you can do right at home. I'll skip ahead to page 30. I'll show you. All right, sink or float. All you need, a large bowl, an apple, and some water. Fill the bowl with water. Make a prediction. Does the apple float or sink? Set it in the water and see. Then you have to decide what makes it float. In October, we pick pumpkins from a patch. We carve them into jack-o'-lanterns. On Halloween, we dress up in costumes. We go trick-or-treating. Fun fact, pumpkins start out as seeds and grow on vines. In late November, we celebrate another fall holiday, Thanksgiving. We eat a big turkey meal with our family. We give thanks for all the good things in our lives. Fun fact, Thanksgiving takes place on the fourth Thursday in November. Fun fact, my daughter's birthday falls usually 7 to 10 days before Thanksgiving. And when she was in school, like elementary school, somebody's like, "What's your favorite part of Thanksgiving?" And she said, "Birthday cake." And nobody understood why her favorite part of Thanksgiving was birthday cake. It's because we would wait and have her birthday party when everybody was together for Thanksgiving. So as far as she was concerned, everybody had birthday cake for their Thanksgiving. I think birthday cake's a good idea. Kids are back in school in fall. This is also time for playing football, taking hikes, and riding bikes. Playing touch football is a fun fall activity. Let's explore. Look at the picture. What do you see that tells you fall has arrived? Take a nature walk outside in the fall. What clues can you find in your yard or neighborhood that says fall is here? In a science journal, draw pictures of what you observed. Write down some words that describe what you saw, heard, and smelled. We rake leaves into piles. We have fun jumping in the piles. What's your favorite thing to do in the fall? So much fun. Now, another way that you can tell that this is a nonfiction book is it has a glossary pointed behind the book. A glossary. A glossary is a list of words that are listed in the book and a definition that goes with them. So that way, if you're reading a book, you're reading the story, you're like, I wonder what that means. Like first up here, the word they've got is celebrate. So I'll show you how to sound it out, celebrate. And then it gives you a definition, and then it says for flock, and it's backwards on me, hang on, migrate, and ripe. So a glossary is another sign that your book is a nonfiction book. And then, lastly, right here we have an index. And the index, if you're looking for something real specific, it'll give you the page number that shows up on. Okay? A nonfiction book about fall. What a great way to kick off the fall season. I say that because today is like 1 week from fall. And it felt so nice outside today. We were outside for recess and the wind was blowing and there was just a little coolness in the air. Now, I live in Arkansas. I'm not going to believe that fall's actually here until late October. What Arkansas has is what we like to call fake fall, and then summer part 3, and then fake fall maybe again possibly, followed by more summer, followed by less summer, hence a fall, and then it's almost Halloween and fall gets here. So just be ready. Someday it'll be cool enough to be outside. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm so glad you were here. You guys have a great rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you again on Storytime with Mr. Hallum.